Steve Biko, born on 18th December 1946 in Turkstad in South Africa, assassinated on 12th September 1977 in Pretoria in South Africa. Steve Biko said, "So as a prelude, whites must be made to realize that they are only human, not superior. Same with blacks, they must be made to realize that they are also human, not inferior." Bantu Stephen Biko was a South African anti-apartheid activist, ideologically an African nationalist and African socialist. He was at the forefront of a grassroots anti-apartheid campaign known as the Black Consciousness Movement. During the late 1960s and 1970s, his ideas were articulated in a series of articles published under the pseudonym Frank Talk. Raised in a poor Xhosa family, Biko grew up in Ginsberg Township in the Eastern Cape. In 1966, he began studying medicine at the University of Natal, where he joined the National Union of South African Students, NUSAS. Strongly opposed to the apartheid system of racial segregation and white minority rule in South Africa, Biko was frustrated that NUSAS and other anti-apartheid groups were dominated by white liberals rather than by the blacks who were most affected by apartheid. He believed that well-intentioned white liberals failed to comprehend the black experience. The black experience often acted in a paternalistic manner. He developed the view that avoid white domination, black people had to organize independently, and to this end he became a leading figure in the creation of the South African Students Organization SASO in 1968. Membership was open only to blacks, a term that Biko used in reference not just to Bantu-speaking Africans but also to coloreds and Indians. He was careful to keep his movement independent of white liberals but opposed anti-white racism and had white friends and lovers. The white minority National Party government were initially supportive, seeing SASO's creation as a victory for apartheid's ethos of racial separatism. Influenced by the Martinican philosopher Frank Fanon and the African-American Black Power movement, Biko and his compatriots developed black consciousness as a SASO's official ideology. The movement campaigned for an end to apartheid and the transition of South Africa towards universal suffrage and a socialist economy. It organized black community programs, BCPs, and focused on the psychological empowerment of the black people. Biko believed that black people needed to rid themselves of any sense of racial inferiority, an idea he expressed by popularizing the slogan, "Black is beautiful, black is beautiful, black is beautiful." In 1972, he was involved in founding the Black People's Convention, BPC, to promote black consciousness ideas among the wider population. The government came to see Biko as a subversive threat and placed him under a banning order in 1970 that severely restricting his activities. He remained politically active, helping organize BCPs such as a healthcare center and a creche in the Ginsberg area. During his ban, he received repeated anonymous threats and was detained by state security services on several occasions. Following his arrest on August 1977, Biko was beaten to death by state security officers. Over 20,000 people attended his funeral. Biko's fame spread posthumously. He became the subject of numerous songs and works of art, while a 1978 biography by his friend Donald Woods formed the basis for the 1987 film Cry Freedom, Cry Freedom, Cry Freedom. During Biko's life, the government alleged that he hated whites, whereas anti-apartheid activities accused him of sexism. An African racial nationalist criticized United Front with coloreds and Indians. Nonetheless, Biko became one of the earliest icons of the movement against apartheid and is regarded as a political martyr and the father of black consciousness. Regarded as a political martyr and the father of the black consciousness. His political legacy remains a matter of contention. Steve Biko said, So as a prelude, whites must be made to realize, that they are only human, not superior. Same with the blacks, they must be made to that they are only human, not inferior. So as a prelude, whites must be made to realize that they are only human, not superior. The political leaders must be made to realize that they are only human, not superior. The teachers and the masters must be made to realize that they are only human, not superiors. The church fathers, the mullahs and the Swamijis must be made to realize that they are only human. Swamijis must be made to that they are only human. Swamijis and saints must be realized that they are only human, not superior, not superior. Managing directors and chairmen of the companies, doctors and engineers must be made to realize that they are only human, not superior. This is one thing I want to tell. Why I say they are human, not because in the pretext, in the working area, they are human. When they work harder with other people, when the doctors work with the patients, the engineers work with the masons and other people, and the police department, especially police department, and the political leaders must be made to realize that they are humans. They come to serve the society. They come as servants, not as masters. They come to serve as servants, not masters. If not servants and masters, never mind. They come to serve. They are humans, not superior. They are human, not superior. When people think they are superior, then the trouble starts. Then there is no democracy. Then there is no growth. Forget about democracy. Then there is no growth. Then even the people thinking they are superior fall into sickness, falls into traps, not only on their own body, inside their own house, trouble starts. So as a prelude, whites must be made to realize that they are only human. Why I am telling they are human, not superior? They cannot be superior means sitting on the chair and making other people work. The police department are not working with the people. They get a chance to take the orders and beat the people. No, don't take the orders. If you take the orders, work with the people, not beat the people. The political leaders must understand that they fall on the feet of the people to get the votes after they become the leader. They are thinking they are superior, they are making people fall on their feet. No, when you win the election, you have to work with the people. Work with the people. Work harder than the people. Work faster than the people. Then automatically people will feel there is some kind of a love. That love is something kind of a respectful superiority. It's not forced superiority. When you have a respect, automatically people makes you a leader. That because you worked harder along with that, faster along with them, and you understood, you loved them, your deep intimate relationship with your subjects, the police department, the deep intimate relationship with the people who are coming there with the complaints, understanding complaints, not threatening them. The doctors are thinking that patients are shit, then there is no relationship. Engineers are thinking they're shit to make the money, then the buildings will not be strong. There's no love relationship. That's what she was telling. Otherwise, our country will go to dogs. And the people against, same with the blacks, they must be made to realize, blacks means the people must be made to realize that they are also human. The students must be made to realize that they are humans, not inferior to the teachers. Patients must be made to realize that they are human, not inferior to the doctors. The people of voters must be made to realize that they are humans, not inferior to the political masters. The people must be made to realize that they are humans, not inferior to the police department or to the IAS or IPS or KS officers. When the segregation comes, then there is trouble. Neither the people believe the police, neither the police believe the people. Neither the courts can come to any conclusion. Neither the church or the temple or the masjid can come to any conclusion. The masjid, the mullah and the church father and the Swamijis must come out on the street to work with the people, work harder than anybody else. In Japan, in all the Zen temples, the managing directors, the chairmen go to the Zen temples not to pay money and sit in a chair or put a garland to the priest. No. They are going there to undress their chairman post. They're going to undress their managing director's post. They're going to undress the president's post. Just leave it to the side. They wear the coolie dress, like me wearing the blue lungi. they work hard. Even the church, the temple priest will not come to know. People are coming there also will not come to know. He was a cabinet minister. He was a prime minister. They silently work very hard, especially going to the toilet, going to the garden area, cleaning up the temple. They're going there because they wanted to melt with the temple, melt with the God, melt with the master. And then from there they understand the jnana, not forced jnana. This our country has not understood. Our country always separates. And then we tell the Britishers ruled us, the Portuguese rulers, the Dutch rulers, the Muslims rulers, they took over. We fought for independence. What are you talking? What independence are you talking when you cannot work hard? Please work hard. Yes. And when you work hard, there's a lot of power. And the one power is you feel. You don't need Viagra. You don't need Viagra. Your sexual power is powerful. When your sexual power is powerful, there is no disease. When your sexual power is powerful, the brain works faster. The eye is powerful. The ears are powerful. Not on the medicine, on your working hard when the sweat comes out. Yes. In Kannada, there is a language called Bevuru. Bevuru means the sweat should come. And I use that Bevuru when working time, if Bevuru doesn't come, people call you Beverasi. Bevuru and Beverasi. Beverasi is a dirty word called, you stupid idiot. I didn't go to understand that language, but I know it's a very dirty language. It has got a connecting link. It rhymes together. If Bevuru doesn't come, you are stupid. You are a Beverasi. In Kannada, they say. So let us work hard as human beings. I may be called Acharya, but I am a bloody Acharya. I should be just a Rakumjee, work with the people. And they see my work, my hard labor, and the love automatically comes to say namaste to me. I say namaste. Together we sit together, eat in the same plate. Yes, if we can eat in the same plate and work together. Then again another revolution will not come to throw the 2% rich to control 98% wealth of the country. Managing directors and chairmen shouldn't stay in a separate room. The day you sit in a separate room, then Socrates says wisdom will not become knowledge. Wisdom to become knowledge is the managing directors and the chairmen and the police commissioners and the DGs and the political chief minister must work, must sit in the same dining hall and eat with the people, sleep in the same dormitory. Only then wisdom will become knowledge. Biko said, so as a prelude, whites must be made to realize that they are only human, not superior. Same with blacks, they must be made to realize that they are only human, also human, not inferior. This is my 177th short discussion.